paying in full on that.
Okay, pilots, let's get this job done.
And how, like, shitty that felt. But yeah, basically it's, listen, consulting is a nightmare industry. Stop letting your customers get away with shit because you think it'll earn you brownie points or because, like, it's the first time you did something.
2 out, now the rest.
Because this shit, because it keeps happening and someone else will continually have to deal with it.
What a sharpshooter.
It seems like sales and ops are perpetually at each other's throats.
Oh yeah, that's a constant. I can tell you which side of that argument I'm generally on.
We're on at a loss until I make one very good sale, and then we turn a profit and we close the business down.
You are dominating.
we sell, yeah.
Well, that's the thing about sales, right? It's like the constant refrain in tech broadly. I don't just mean like app-based gig economy shit, but just like software that has existed for 30, 40 years. Like the constant refrain there is people on the delivery end always end up doing a bunch of shit out of scope because sales promised a bunch of stuff, and there is no company that has ever walked that back. Basically, realistically, I'm sure there probably is, but like on the broad scale, the company will almost never directly walk back overselling of their software. They'll try to find a way to work around it to be like, okay, so we can't quite do all of that, but let's sit down and gather some requirements and see what we can implement for you. It's good. Watched the second part of someone's Resident Evil 8 stream today. That game seems fun. Gets real stupid in a real good way in the back half.
I saw someone taking apart a wooden anatomy thing.
Yeah, there's one of the bosses there's a weird puppeteer thing going on, and make like a life-size mannequin of your wife.
Yeah, and you have to like undo her kit to get a key.
Yes, you do. The plaque is stored in the boob.
What? My dentist never told me that.
Because your dentist didn't tell you about the boob teeth. I'm gonna cut that line of thought off right there, and none of you should contemplate that any further. I hate what I said out loud.
Teeth.
That'll be a teeth out of 10.
You ever immediately regret words that came out of your mouth?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
4 or 5 dentists recommend brushing your kitty teeth.
Ugh. Do they now?
What does the 5th one recommend?
Flossing?
Umbrella brand dental floss.
It has the striping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game gets real dumb in a real good way in the back half. Werewolf Dante directly references Chris Redfield punching a boulder from Resident Evil 5. So that's cemented in the canon now. A lot of that game could honestly have been a lot of trouble in that game could have been avoided by Chris Redfield literally explaining anything at the start of it. Where the fuck was I going with that? Oh right, at some point, the person playing and a couple people on a Discord call got to talking about the Resident Evil universes, like how like the greatest threat to humanity is bioterrorism, and how much it.
You know what? I suppose. Yeah. That's true.
Horse, dick, of course, dick.
A horse is a horse.
I played Pepper Coyote's Horse Talk, right?
Yes.
Okay. If someone can cue
No cock like horse cock.
Sorry, what?
There's no cock like horse cock.
That is a real song. Sung by a real human man.
Not a horse. Just trying to not a horse singing for propaganda purposes.
I mean, I've never met Pepper Coyote. I can't tell you it's not.
Can you imagine if he was an actual horse, like IRL? He's just had a coyote persona.
Like a horse in Coyote's clothing.
Yeah, that very well-known phrase that we all say.
Showing up at a horse showing up at a fur